These are your Unit 5A Day 5 notes. We are continuing to work on finding the slope. As you've learned, you only need 2 points to determine the slope of a line. That's 2 sets of ordered pairs, so you only need 2 points. While you might have seen this information presented in a table, you might just be given the 2 points as well. So we've had our X and Y tables. You might just be given the ordered pairs, and when you have a set of ordered pairs, you can find the slope given those 2 points, okay? And there's 2 different methods that we've been working with, so there are 2 potential methods. And on this page, I'm going to show you how to find the slope given these points and these points using both methods. Then when you get to the next page and you do it on your own, you can determine what method works better for you. So first we have using the slope formula. So that is the change in y. So y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over the change in x. X sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay? So you use this to calculate the slope. We're finding the change, which is the difference. So we have our point right here. We have our point 3, 4 and negative 2, 9. So we have the point. We have 3, 4, and negative 2, 9. So these are our 2 ordered pairs. This is my second and first. So these are considered y sub 2 and x sub 2. So now this is my ordered pair. Here's my formula. I'm going to put my ordered pair into the formula to calculate the slope. So y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So we have 9 is my y sub 2. 4 is my y sub 1, so 9 minus 4, over x sub 2, which is negative 2, minus 3. All right, now that I set it up, I go ahead and just solve. We have 9 minus 4 is 5, and negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. So my slope, m, is equal to negative 5 over 5, or negative 1. I'm going to erase that so it looks just a little bit neater. Okay, so please make sure that you put this in your notes. All right, so this is using the slope formula. The other way that we can do it is set up a numerical representation or a table. All right, so I have my table here. I'm going to try to do a straight line. Let's see how that goes. All right, we have our x and our y. And we're going to go ahead and put our ordered pairs. The first set that we have is we have an x value of 3 and a y value of 4. We have an x value of negative 2 and a y value of 9. Okay, now that I've set up my table, I go ahead and I find the pattern, determine what the change is. So you have this right here, 9 minus 4 is 5. And on this side, we have 3 minus negative 2, and that is negative 5. So we found out we have our change in y is 5, and our change in x is negative 5. So the slope is 5 over negative 5, which we'd also write as negative 1. All right, and the negative 1, where that's coming from, you guys, is 5 divided by 5 is 1, and it's a negative, so the slope is negative 1. This is the simplified slope. All right, when you have slope, you're writing it as a fraction, so it can always be simplified, just like the way you would simplify fractions. All right, so slope formula, numerical representation. These are the two methods. Go ahead, record this in your notes, and then follow me for the next one. Okay? Now we have this next one, and we have our change in y. These are our y points over the change in x. So y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So we have y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Our y sub 2 value is 4. And our y sub 1 is 2. So 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. My second x value is 10. And my first one is 6, so 10 minus 6. All right, we're going to go ahead and calculate that. 4 minus 2 is 2. 10 minus 6 is 4. So my slope, m, is equal to 2 over 4, or 1 over 2, 1/2, okay? It's right here. This is the simplified slope. Remember, m means slope. I'm going to put that up here too. I forgot. M is equal to. All right, and you know what? Up here, if yours is messy like mine, you might even just want to like put a little box around the answer so you can see where it is. All right, now let's try calculating the slope given these ordered pairs or 2 points using our table method. So first set up the table. We have x and y. Our y values are our first one is 2, our second one is 4. Our x values, first one is 6, and second one is 10. You can see on my table, you guys, how the ordered pairs go with each other. They align. This is the ordered pair. Ordered pair. Okay. Now we go ahead and we determine the change. So 4 to 2, 4 minus 2, that is an increase of 2, or a change of 2, I should say. All right, and then we have 10 minus 6, which is equal to 4. And, all right, let's try that again. So while I'm fixing that, you guys could be recording this in your notes. 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. Perfect. So now we have our change in x is 4, and our change in y is 2, and then we put it into slope form. So m is equal to 2 over 4, or 1/2, the simplified slope. Okay? Remember, you guys, this is our y. Our change in y is on top, and our change in x is on the bottom. Okay? All right. Please make sure you have this information recorded in your notes. And one more thing that you should be aware of is we have those 2 unique slopes. We have undefined and we have 0. When you end up with a slope with a 0 on top, it is the slope is 0. If you end up with a slope with 0 on the bottom, it is undefined. So for example, 0 over 4, that would be a slope of 0. If we had 4 over 0, that would be undefined. Okay? All right, let's move on to the next page. Okay, on this page, what you're going to do is you are going to determine the slope given a set of 2 points. So we have 2 points, 2 points, and 2 points. All right, and you can pick which method you want to do. You don't have to do the method, or there isn't one right or wrong way. So we have our change in y. So I'll set this first one up, our change in y, which is 3 minus 1 over our change in x, which is 0 minus 5. Okay, I set this one up for you, so go ahead and solve and then do the rest of these on your own. Once you are done, unpause the video and check your work. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to try these on your own and you got the same as me. The first one, change in y over the change in x, we end up with 2 over negative 5, so the slope is negative 2/5. Next one, our change in y, so we have 2 minus negative 2. Remember, when you subtract a negative, you're actually adding. If you forget those rules easily, please just put it in your calculator. So 2 minus negative 1 is equal to 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. And remember, when there is a 0 on the bottom for a slope, the slope is undefined. So, because there's this 0 here, the slope is undefined. Going to the next one, we have our change in y, 8 minus 5, y sub 2 minus y sub 1, over our change in x, x sub 2 minus x sub 1, negative 7 minus negative 3. Remember, when you are subtracting a negative, you're actually adding, so we get an answer of negative 4. So our slope is 3 over negative 4, which ends up being negative 3/4. And our last one, we have our change in y over our change in x, and we end up with the answer 0 over negative 4, which is equivalent to 0. Remember, when you have an answer of 0, that your slope is 0. So when the 0 is on the bottom, the slope is undefined. When the 0 is on the top, the slope is 0. So hopefully you remembered that and you got those ones correct. If not, reach out for some help, and I'll see you on Monday.